My name is Savannah, and I'm a drama instructor at Able Arts Work. Today is part 3 in our exploration of object work and object theater. Now, if you haven't seen part 1 and 2, where we explore the object of a blue dinner plate, pause this video now, go watch those, and I'll meet you back here. Now, at this point in our process, we've explored our object with our 5 senses, and we've also brainstormed how we can turn an object, a blue dinner plate, into many different things. Inanimate objects, characters, props, all of that. It's time to make a story. Now, before we begin, let's review what we came up with in the past 2 videos. When we explored our object with our senses, we discovered it was cold, soapy, echoey, and loud. When we thought outside of the box and brainstormed further, we turned this plate into a hat, a fan, a steering wheel, the moon, a character's face, and a heartbeat. Now let's pick one of the brainstormed ideas while keeping in mind our sensory exploration and create a story around it. For me, I'm going to choose to turn my plate into the moon. Now, to create a story, we need to find the who, what, when, where, and why. Once we answer these questions, we can act out our story. Let's get started. So the first step, and arguably the most important, is the who. Who is our character? Now for me, I'm going to use the plate as the character. You might be using your object as a prop to assist a character. If I had chosen a hat, I could make a character that I would embody that wears that hat. But for me, I chose the moon, so my plate is the moon. The next step is to brainstorm more details about our character to make it more specific. So I know that my moon is blue, and I might use that to mean my character is sad. I also know that it's quite echoey, so I think my character is lonely. So where I once had a plate, I now have my character, the sad and lonely moon. The next question on our list is the what. What is my character doing during our story? Now, when I was exploring this object with my senses, I found that it's quite loud. Moving in my hands, it makes sound. If I tap it, it's super loud. Now I'm going to use that as an inspiration for what my character is doing. If I know my object is loud, maybe my character is trying to sneak around. So now I have a sad, lonely moon sneaking around. Next, let's figure out the where. What's the setting of our story? Now this one might take a little extra imagination since we don't have as much brainstorming knowledge or sensory exploration that could tell us where the story was happening. So have fun with it. Where's your favorite place? Where would you like to be right now if we weren't all home isolating? For me, I know I would like to be at the beach. So that's where my story is going to take place. Plus, it might add some fun sounds of waves crashing that could add to my story. Next on the list, when. Now this could mean time of day, morning, afternoon, evening, night, or time of year, what month, winter, fall, summer, or even what time period. Are you creating a story that took place in the 1920s in a black and white movie? Or does it take place today? For me, I'm going to focus on time of day. When I originally brainstormed to the moon, I wanted to see it going across the night sky. So I'm going to stick with my theme of nighttime. And because when I explored the plate it was quite cold, I'm going to decide nighttime in winter. And now the final question to ask ourselves before we embody our story. The why. Why is this character here? Why is my sad, lonely moon on the beach in the middle of the night in wintertime? Now again, this is completely up to your imagination. But I encourage you to use either your brainstorming, your sensory exploration, or the other questions you've already answered to inspire your storytelling. You might want to step into your character a little bit, explore it, think as your character to see what you feel. if I was sad and lonely on a beach in the middle of the night, I would want to find someone to talk to. So I think I'm on the beach in the middle of the night as the moon to find a friend. That's my why. So let's review. What have we come up with for my example story using my plate? Who? The moon. A sad, lonely moon. What? Sneaking, trying to be quiet. When? In the middle of the night in winter. Where? On the beach. And why? To find a friend. Now that we've answered these questions, we have set the stage for countless versions of our short story. Be sure to check out the next video in this series where I'll begin acting out my story and finding a clear beginning, middle, and end. Thank you so much for using your imagination with me today. I know it can be hard to pull ideas out of thin air, but I hope this video helped. Be sure to check out all of the other wonderful videos on music, art, language, and more on Able Artsworks' virtual learning channel. I'll see you next time. Bye!